Fasting in today's society has become mandatory in order to survive and live on the higher degrees of your potential. Regarding the foods we are eating today, there's too much sugars, too much fats, too much saturated foods, too much of everything we actually do not need. And so the whole chain of consumerism moved into a production line that are no longer food. So when you feel that you are bloating a lot, you miss out on your mental capacity, you suffer from fatigue, you suffer from stress, you suffer from many habits like an overload of sugar cravings, for example, and suffer from inflammation and hormonal deviations, actually, then it's a time to take a fast and to give your body essentially a break. That can be done. 1 day fasting, 2 day is excellent, 5 days is whoa, 7 days might not be the easiest for most people. Then again, the intention matters and everything can be supported. So if you decide to detox your liver, your pancreatic outlet, your stomach, your intestinal tract, do mind or keep in mind your intestinal tracts hold on old bacteria, old food for 10 to 20 years. Imagine that. So if you give your body a break, it can really relax from an overload of foods, from addictions, from many things such as relationships, societal issues, old belief systems. There's many levels that we need to detox from in mentality, in psychology, and thus the physical body will follow suit. Because when we decide to fast on 1 day, for example, we can take juices, excellent juices, or celery, apples, and ginger, or another one that is very great to give you a boost in vitamins and minerals, that is carrot juice, that is lemon juice, and a good piece of ginger into that. Both juices can have turmeric. So, and in addition to that, we can have loads and loads of water. Great teas are a combination of herbs and black tea, green tea, and maybe some mixture of a very high fruit tea that could assist. So that's a combination that will assist you. Next thing that would be great to do when you decide to fast: do your exercise, go outside, go for a small run, do some yoga, keep your body moving. The more you move, the more circulation there is in the body, the easier time you will have to catch up. And so what will happen is after 24 hours, your body fats will start to break down little by little. So that is only 1 day fast. 2 days fast are excellent because here you give your body 48 hours time, to recap on anything that was too much in your intestines, your spleen, your circulatory tracts, and all that stuff. And so in order to really support here, and if you feel weak at times, or if you suffer from insulin deficiency or anything, it is best to consult your doctor, of course, but also never take anything that is medication during a fast, because it stops the elimination procedures actually. So here a good support would be the alignment of elimination through meditation, to clear your spleen, to clear your intestinal tract, to clear your liver, to clean your stomach, and with it goes the old mental attachments that are there, that created bloating, that created fatigue, stress, attachments, addictions, and so much more in the body. So doing that meditational release of at least 1 hour a day and keep that moving through your tract, through your solar center, especially, will have great benefits overall in your embodiment. So there's a link in the description if you want that meditation to support you. It has assisted so many people, as you can do that for many weeks, even if you decide just one day a week to fast for the rest of your life. I've done this for 20 years. I've done a 2-day fast for more than 2 years, and then a 7-day fast 2 times a year. So that's the most difficult, because me, most of the time, I would break it off at 5 days, and that is where you start feeling so fit, so good. You want to do exercise, you know, because your brain catches up, your mentality expands, you start to realize, create new perspectives, because you know what is in the gut is in the brains, and thus the term, you know, some people shit for brains. It is literally that way. Another thing I created today, it is brand new, massive herbs, essential oils, a combination, and all you need to do is take a few drops, right? I put it here on my hand, close the bottle first, and then I just rub that around, and I take it and I make it very, very hot, and the rest of it I just wrap on my clothing. It is very, very potent. It assists to cleanse your intestinal tract, so you release a lot more, and it assists especially if you take juices during the fast. It helps your mentality to quickly elevate and to move into a higher level of joy and balance in your life, which is a necessity and a reason for a fast. So that one we apply at least like I apply it 5 times a day, just a few drops. It's very, very potent. It's with a very high level black oil, and I have like 5 or 6 herbs and essential oils with it. So that you can find with the meditation on my website as well, and some advice on taking the juices and a good water. The choice of the water you drink is very important as well, as although many would not address that, right? But pure spring water would always be the best, depending on where you live. If you can have that, then. And on the other side, I would just test like 3, 4, 5 waters you can get in supermarkets and test them. And which one, because there's very heavy waters with very heavy metals in it. And that may even, you know, be very heavy on your body. So no good to take them. So if you try out 4 or 5 brands, and then you find the brand that really, you know, best matches your your genes, your genetic expression, your output, then you have a good way to go. So teas, water, juices, essential oil combination, meditation, some exercise, and you have a good go. So let me know in the comments if you have some experience. Do you have a difficult time? Do you find it difficult to just, you know, fast for one day? Where is the struggle? Let me know, you know, and make another video about it. Or maybe you have experience with 2 days or 5 days maybe. So we definitely need to get back to the origin and understand how the body functions, understand what we feed ourselves with, as in today's society most of the food are inverted. They became products instead of feeding you. You know, they fill up your stomach, and so you keep on being hungry all of the day, and you know, with a high level of sugars, high level of carbs in your diet. Then you get exhausted, then you get diseases, then your immunity collapses, and so on. So that whole string needs to be cut down. And that is why fasting is so important, and finding your own system that matches your particular genetic imprint. Everybody is different on the planet, and so we need to go back to the instincts. And so if we look at calories and energy, we see that many do not work any longer because, you know, according to our natural needs, we need natural food piled with minerals and vitamins that sustain us. Instead of that, we combine an overload of fats, an overload of sugars, an overload of salts in the food, and so the body is not used to that and doesn't know what to do with it. And so we get all these diseases like Alzheimer, cancers, obesity, and not knowing how to heal them, because it offers loads and loads of mental clarity. It offers physical relief, lightness in the body, and so it does affect your mental capacities, your psychology, the way you know, you polish your attitude and mentality towards things. So let's say that as we look at people, exhaustion and stress cause the most of diseases and degenerates the body very, very quickly. And so what we can do is leave those cravings of high level sugar, salts, carbs that do not feed the body, because they create hyperventilation, dementia, and so many other diseases. But then again, we grew up like that. So how can we break that chain and, you know, going back to what the body truly needs minus your emotional content? Pre-fasting means we move like for a week or so on light foods, very light and pure things like crackers, like vegetable broth, and see what it does to our mentality and emotions. And you know, eventually some olive oil, olives, nuts, like non-processed foods really. And add some rice, add some baked vegetables if you want that. But that is already preparing the body, going from processed foods into foods that still provide minerals and vitamins. There's a video there about what feed us and what does not longer feed us. So I would recommend you watch that one. And reason why we need to cut down to the simple food industry is that we need to cut down the fats and the insulin levels, so the sugars that go into our bloodstream. And so when they go into our bloodstream too fast, the cells cannot keep up. Like at this time around, as everything on the planet is changing very, very fast, the cell division goes faster and faster. And even if we need to take medication for diabetes or you know, insulin deficiency, whatever you may suffer from, then that medication cannot break down its division fast enough to match the requirements of the body. And so you get problematic static actually going on, which we see a lot. So if you decide to truly move into a fast, there is a 1-day fast that could be very beneficial, a 2-day, and preferably maybe a 3-day or a 7-day fast. So it depends on where you want to go with your body, how you want to heal, what you suffer from, and so it can benefit anybody making that choice. So because let's say if you fast for 1 day and hold on to that particular fast for a whole year, 1 day a week only, that would definitely benefit the body massively. If you come from a diet that is highly processed, and you know, like being an emotional eater, then you may benefit from really do a complete detox program, a detox for the brain, a detox for the emotions, a detox, a physical detox, and just drinking loads and loads of water for one day would already bring down your insulin levels. And then you know, the body knows that there is no foods, and so you may feel like craving some food at times, but in the end you won't feel hungry that much because the insulin levels go down, and so it puts down the energy of the fats in your body. So the let's say the fatty acids go into the body and then into the liver, creating ketones, and they can be utilized back into the body, and they give you all the energy that you actually need to go through that fast. And that is very beneficial because the fats keep on burning, so you utilize actually your storage, and that is when you break down old cycles, old cells, and so you lose weight actually. So metabolic rate actually goes up. You feel more joy, definitely. Like maybe the first day is the hardest, the second day you get accustomed, you feel the benefits, the third day you feel that energy surge, you know, coming up in the body, and the 4 days like you want to do some fitness, go around, and you feel a lot happier because the body continuously releases fat cells, it releases junk cells actually, and it gives your body, you know, the necessary time to finally not counter talk its needs. And because when your hormones, you know, it's all so much connected to the hormones in the body, balance out, which can easily be done during that 5-day fast at least, or 7-day if you want to go there, and you lose all the emotions, you become healthy as hell, and you will feel that after like 3, 4, 5 days you will crave new foods, you will crave pure foods, and no longer the production chain, you know, that has been imposed on us, upon us somehow. So we will also see the eyesight gets better, everything get better, your sensitivity gets better, you open your higher senses, because you know, you do not continue to drug down the body with a high level of carbs, sugars, and fats that are bad for the body. So there's certain fats that are a necessity, but most of the time it is just your sugar. You know, society is sugar coated. That's all there is to it. Sugar coated society. What you feel is your gut, you know, starts to continue to eliminate, because you know, the intestinal tract holds on to 10 to 20 years of old food. Imagine that. So I think it's very imperative to truly have a plan when you decide to go onto a fast and create a fast process for the incoming year, or just try it for one day eventually. So let me know in the comments if anyone is used to fasting, maybe 1 day or 2 day, or eventually 7 days. And that is not easy on yourself, 7 days. The essence of the human body is energy, and we need to sustain that energy. So you actually make new proteins that are expressed by your genes, and so you become a new expression of yourself, minus the old cycles in the brain, the old cycles in the emotions, the old cycles in your fat cells. So when losing fat cells, you lose the emotional content you were addicted to, or you know, somehow